Welcome to our new series, The 200 Movie Challenge. Our goal this year is to watch 200 movies that we haven't seen yet. If you want to listen to the full podcast where this clip is from, the link will be in the description. Now enjoy today's movie.
That ends my 4 movies this week. You have
Four.
the 75th movie that we've watched. 75.
Oh,
Okay, so let's end this strong,
nice.
Soto. What is the movie that's going to be at number 75? Tell me all about this, because I already know what it is, but let's go for it.
The movie that I watched, and is also probably the first documentary that I've seen this year, is Fantastic Fungi or Fungi, however you want to do it, from 2019. And really, it's just a documentary that just explores mushrooms, how they're connected to the environment that we're in, the history of mushrooms on this planet, how they connect to helping us, with depression, with certain kind of ones. And it's just kind of going over just how prevalent mushrooms are in our day-to-day lives. Now, I have to ask just to make sure that we're both caught up for this situation. Have we discussed mushrooms on pizza for you? How did you
Oh, I
feel
love
about
it.
that?
I'm a
Love
huge
it.
mushroom guy. Now, I've never done mushrooms, so to speak. We'll leave that to itself. But
Oh,
I
oh,
actually, I put
oh.
today I had a salad, a chicken salad, and I bought some. I went to the store. I bought a salad. I knew I had some chicken I had to use up, and I bought a pack of mushrooms, and I put some mushrooms in my salad. I love mushrooms, grilled or raw. So I am fine
Yeah,
raw, or I'm fine with mushrooms on pizza.
I love mushrooms in general too, and this documentary has got a lot of like time lapse like cinematography, and it's narrated by Brie Larson as well. And it just kind of goes through just how mushrooms are connected to the world. Like, one amazing kind of fact that I learned was that like through the mycelium network underground that mushrooms have, they connect like tree roots and stuff, and trees can communicate with other trees through the mushroom like network, and they have like electrical signals that go through. So it's like if one tree over here is having a predator response, it can like direct nutrients to another tree in its same family using the mycelium network of like mushrooms. Because like mushrooms in general, they have so many like they're like little connectors or threads. There's more of them than there are like neurons like in the human brain. And in the animal or in the plant kingdom, humans are closely related to mushrooms themselves. So it kind of goes through this whole entire thing, and it has interviews with experts, and they say certain things about curing whatever. But I think that the most interesting part, for me personally, for mushrooms, I have quote unquote done mushrooms, but it's specifically the psilocybin. And psilocybin is, kind of like a medicine that can help you kind of get over any sort of personality, emotional issues that you may have. With mushrooms, as like with shrooms in general, people kind of tend to think that, oh, it's a drug, it's recreational, and you take this as a party. Shrooms, and I want you to hear me when I say this, shrooms are not recreational. Okay,
No, from my
if you
understanding,
have
no, I
things
agree.
if you have any latent or issues that you have not like dealt with, like from the time you were born in your past, everything like that, everything that is who you are from the very beginning of the chapter to who you are right now, when you take mushrooms, and if you take a large enough dose, and I've taken I think an eighth in my life, but that was in college. But when you take mushrooms, you are going through what is known as an ego death. And that is where you literally separate from your whole like mind and body, the things that you find important, and you kind of can see the big picture of like the world. And you start going through thoughts of being like, maybe this is not like as big a deal as I've been thinking about this whole time. And people can have personality changes, and people can have sort of psychological breakthroughs while on shrooms. I never recommend that people do shrooms in a party scenario at all. I've done that. I've had people that have done that, and it always ends up bad because it's an inward facing drug, and this really explores all of the benefits for it. And I think that that was really great. I thought it was done in a nice way. It was super interesting, especially talking about how our ancestors started using psilocybin. I'm talking like pre-Homo sapien, using psilocybin because it would be like growing off of like the shit that the animals we were hunting were like leaving behind. So we would eat these psilocybin mushrooms, and it just so happens that the psilocybin mushroom and the enzymes in it, they connect perfectly with your brain, almost like it's like kind of meant to be. So like that relationship between humans and mushrooms and psychedelics, it was really showcased great in this as far as showing just like the benefits for psychology and depression and all that. So, but overall, I enjoyed the shit out of this movie, and I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed The Brutalist because it was, everything was presented, it was done, it was interesting, and it went through its course, and it wrapped up perfectly well, and it respected my time. It was only like an hour and 20 minutes. But I really enjoyed it, and I recommend it for anybody who is curious about psychedelics. I think that a lot of people get scared and turned off uh, for tripping for 8 hours, and that's okay. Nobody has to do that. That's actually terrifying. I've done that. It's exhausting. But from a microdose standpoint, it has been shown in studies that small amounts, not enough to get you tripping, like can help you with mood and depression and everything like that. So, recommend it for anybody who's curious about that. I enjoyed the shit out of this. Um, I didn't recognize it was Brie Larson as the narrator. She's narrating, I guess, from the point of view of the mushrooms. I thought that was kind of weird, but other than that, I enjoyed this movie. And if I had to rank it, I'm going to go ahead and spoil it. It is going to be higher than The Brutalist because I actually enjoyed my time watching this. Um, if I had to rank it, it's again my first documentary. They're not all Jim Henson ones. Um, but if I had to rank it as a movie, strictly entertaining, I would say that I would put this. It's not bad, but it's not anything special either. So I'd put it like probably below Twisters and above Kung Fu Killer. I feel like that's a good spot.
27.
27. I think that's good. Because again, I'll probably never watch this again. But it was very entertaining and very informative and made me want to do shrooms. So, but those days are past me.
Oh my god. Fantastic Fungi or Fungi.
Fantastic Fungi and where to find them. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. All right, so we've been doing this for over an hour. This is officially the longest podcast, but that's because we had 7 friggin' films to get through. We went from Academy Award winners to escape rooms to shrooms. So
shrooms. I mean, me was sex. Yeah, sex, concrete, and mushrooms. That was basically my 3 movies. Like sex, a lot of concrete, a lot of mushrooms.
Oh yeah, but
we talked about.
We'll see when it comes up next week. I have no plans. Do you have any? Do you have any?
I do.
Ooh, do we get a spoiler?
Yeah, I do. I am gonna, because it's also free as well. But I think it's that Bob Dylan Complete Unknown movie. It's available on I want to say Max. No, I'm sorry. It's available on Hulu, and which means it's also available on Disney Plus because they're kind of both the same thing. But yeah, Complete Unknown. I think is gonna be my first movie. I don't know what else I'm going to watch. I've got a busy weekend coming up, but I have a half day tomorrow, so I'll probably kind of sneak that in. And then I have Sunday and Monday off, so I should get another one in there too. So big weekend, big Memorial Day weekend. Usually a really big weekend for movies in the theaters if we remember when we were younger.
Yep.
Memorial Day weekend, all the good stuff came out, all the big summer blockbusters. Oh, I miss those days.
Yeah. Maybe I'll go on my John Wick journey. That's now available on Peacock, so who knows? But anyhow, that will do it for us today. Nice. 75 movies. I got another 125 to go. 75. So, yeah, we're getting there. We are slowly getting there. But as we usually say, until next time, just go enjoy some movies, people.
Yeah, just hit play.